But first, I love to appreciate all those that sent messages to me. I'm on live show. Please come on, because I've seen many people sending messages to me, you know, trying to encourage me. And I also thank I thank my editor, my promoter so much. I thank him so much, Avila Music, you know, because I almost give up. There is no time for me as a mother. It's been, you know, it's been so hectic, a working mother and a student at the same time, you know. It's not been so easy, but I want to appreciate all those that sent me messages in my box, and then as well as the, you know, my mail as well. They keep sending messages to me that I should come back to show and do this show, even though I've not been chance. I appreciate everyone so much, and I also appreciate those that has been sending me gifts. Some has been sending me gifts. So today I'm basically going to talk about how Nigerians, you know, how Khadija Shetoji, thanks for joining. Thank you so much. I think the last show I did, you were actually there. Thank you so much. Like I said previously, I've received messages from people. Oluwafemi Jacobs, good show. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I'm still waiting for more people to join, but however, I have to keep going because I do not have much time myself. Like I said, I'm a mother and a wife, a student as well. It's not been so easy coming to live show, even though I've posted my post. Barry, thanks for joining. This is Nigeria Stop Mental Illness, a foundation that is, you know, that is trying to advocate for mental illness sufferers and disability, you know, people with any sort of disability. I advocate for them. I try to let them get their self-esteem, their self-confidence, you know. I just make them feel comfortable, feel more important, like you and I as well. So thank you for joining. We have a foundation that is campaigning against the stigma. I don't have it, but I work with them, because that's the first question a lot of people do ask me. Do you have mental illness? Why do you have to create the foundation? I create the foundation because I see, you know, I see ability in them. I see them as wonderful people that are just victims of circumstances, and that makes me, you know, that prompted me, that gives me the motivation, that gives me the inspiration to want to keep going on, you know, to help people, to help them build their confidence, because I just, you know, I have sensitivity towards humanitarian, and I just felt it's not just fair the way we treat them, the way we, you know, the way we just separate them, the way we harass them is not the best. So I took it upon myself. Even I watch BBC News and Victoria Derbyshire live. I watched it, and I saw them discussing about the harassment, especially on social media. So I decided to take it to the show today, just to ask people, what exactly are you using social media for? To emulate people, to encourage people, to impact people positively? You know, I just keep asking myself the question that's true. Oluwafemi Jacob, thank you so much, sir. It's true. You're absolutely true, sir. Especially Nigerians back home, you know, because I don't know, maybe it's just part of us that we just talk to people anyhow. We just harass people. It's not fair. Why do we have to keep doing this? It's not the best, you know. So today I'm basically going to talk about disability. And people are just, you know, people's action towards them is due to the lack of knowledge. And we fail to understand the fact that it's not even their faults. They are just victims of circumstances. So I love to give the definition of disability, which could be physical or perhaps mental impairment, which can sometimes deny the sufferer in the individual the ability to function well in the society. You know, it could be psychological disorder, invisible disability, or it could be obvious one that, you know, everyone can actually see. It could affect the person's vision, hearing. I even saw there was a time I was watching a video on YouTube, you know, a Nigerian person, I don't know, a Nigerian like that, you know, just trying to, like, you know, talking anyhow to a blind man, you know. Maybe, I don't know what happened between them, but when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, no matter what the case may be, do we have to condemn people because of, you know, because of what they have? Because it's not, basically it's not their fault. I'm sure you don't want to be there. You don't want to see what these people are passing through. You don't want to see what they are facing. Honestly, you don't want to be there. You know, sometimes we need to ask ourselves some certain questions. What if I am the one in this position and people are treating me this way? We just need to be human sometimes. Put yourself in people's position. When you go to comment sections, the way Nigerians, the way they harass people, the way they talk to people, they don't even know what led the person to such situations. You know, especially on social media. Sometimes I ask myself, could it be transfer of aggression or something like that? Because some people just take their aggression to social media to harass people, or when they meet people on the way, which I actually think is not fair. So, like I said previously, mental illness can also affect the person thinking, which are those people that have mental illness of various sorts. You know, it could be schizophrenia, it could be depression. Last time, my last video, before the last one that I did, that, you know, that the audio was really bad, I talked about depression, causes, and then why and how people can seek help. So it could be their remembering ability affecting their cognitive, their communication. Some may not even be able to communicate. I saw one video of a guy with autism, and you need to see, you don't want to see what Nigerians. I went through the comment section and I was moved to tears, because the guy was actually trying to make, you know, pronunciation of something. I think he just needed someone to encourage him, someone to help him. But unfortunately, you need to see the way people were just laughing. People were making some kind of, you know, comments that, oh my God, I couldn't just take it. I couldn't continue to scroll down. All I did was just, you know, I just went away from that, the comment section. I just excused myself from there, because the discrimination, the harassment, the victimization of disabled individual is an unwanted conduct that causes a distressing, humiliating, and offensive environment, even for the person, for the sufferers. You don't want to be there. Believe me, you don't want to be in their position. I'm working with them. Honestly, most of them, many, not even most, many of them, almost every one of them are wonderful, and they are not even happy. You know, and personally, I believe disability discrimination is just a way of treating someone unfairly. They are who they are. Neither you, Apostle Muyiwa Rufus Oyetade. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. This is Nigeria Stop Mental Illness Foundation. And we also took, you know, encouragement and lecture on disabled and mental illness to live show, you know, just to create awareness, to educate people, and also to create in the sufferers, to create in them confidence, self-confidence, self-esteem, to help them, to let them feel among, not to let them feel neglected. Thank you for joining the show. You're welcome. And so neither you nor I can change their situation. I'm sure if most of them can change their situation, of course they will look for something, because some of them are really very rich, but unfortunately they can't change their situation. And it will be so unfortunate. It's inhuman for seeing people, you know, just talking to them anyhow, giving them some kind of name. You know, only in Nigeria you will hear people saying, Afọju is not entitled to marriage, Afọju is not entitled to a beautiful person, you know, and a disabled person is not entitled to, you know, things like that. I don't think they are right things. They are not just right. You don't want to be in their situation. Believe me. And these people, believe me, they have abilities even beyond what a normal person even have. You just need to be close to them. They need friends like you and I. It's a way of bringing them down. Harassment, discrimination, and victimization is a way of bringing them down. It's a way of, you know, causing a kind of more disability, more mental disability, cognitive problem in them as well, which I think is not fair. Nigerians, we need to change our orientations. We just need to. We have to help people live. We don't want to be murderers. We want to be saviors. I just can't take this. Sometimes, you know, especially the one I was talking about previously, I saw the way people were just laughing. I heard a guy said, Dodoyo. What does Dodoyo mean? Harry Dioponu? Because the guy is an autism patient, you know, and only in Nigeria you find people treating them anyhow. And I think he was trying to pronounce, they were making jest of him making the video, and he was trying to pronounce something which I cannot really remember. And the people were like, oh my God, I saw this, I had headache, I excused myself. I was like, oh my God. And in another one I saw one again, a lady with mental illness, well dressed, a very beautiful lady. It could be somebody's sister, it could be my sister, your friend, your girlfriend, somebody's mother. They took the video and they just took it to the social media, harassing the person. What if you are the person's child, the person's, sister, husband? How will you feel? They are just vulnerable. It's not their problem. And it's very important for Nigerians to generate critical thinking about humanities, which I personally believe will reshape our customs, individual mindset, social and our political perspective. Even the politicians, we just need to acquire critical thinking. Nigerians, please, I advocate for disabled people. Even so many people, recently I am so discouraged, and I thank God for all those people that keep lifting me, especially my promoter, my editor, Avila Music. He's been there because a lot of people have been discouraging me. Why this? Why would you choose this? Why this? This is not something you should do. You have this, you have these skills. Why can't you use it for something else? You can use it for, use it to serve God as well. The work I'm doing is humanity. It's for humanity. And it's a way of serving God as well. It doesn't matter that the fact that I'm not suffering for it doesn't mean I cannot help those people suffering. We just need to help them. Honestly, Nigerians, we need to reshape our dynamic understanding of disability. And this is to create conducive, disabling environment for them, for the vulnerables. Please, let's help them. This is not fair. We can't keep going this way. We must understand psychological implications of harassment, victimization, and discrimination of disability. I mean, to me, it's not just fair. We need to reshape our mindset. We need to help these people. We need to be sensitive, thoughtful, and respectful to them. They need friends. They need acquaintances like you and I, and not enemies. Please, let's just help them. They need you and I. Majority of them are able to do so many things on their own. Just that the psychomatic support is what they just need. They need you and I. We can't keep doing this. We just need to change. We need a complete change, which can help us to reshape, everything, even the political status in Nigeria. The moment we start rethinking, we have that critical thinking, then a lot of things will be put to change. We need to go back and, acquire some knowledge from the critical thinkers, the psychologists. We need to go back and, just to go. In fact, we just need it. We need more knowledge. We can't continue doing this. It's inhuman. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's not just fair. Just treat disabled people like regular person. They are unique, believe me. I work with them and I so much enjoy being around them. They are unique. Stop calling them all sorts of names. No, this will definitely increase their health problem. It's increased their mental health problem. It deteriorates them completely. It brings their personality down. It's not fair. I even saw in Victoria Debushan live show last week, I think it was on Friday, that they were planning, the government, the UK government are planning to, just to bring out legislative, regulated legislation, based on punishments that will be inflicted on those people condemning them, harassing them. And I think it's the right thing. It's just the right thing. Oluwafemi Jacob, yes, thank you so much, sir. Yes, we just need all this. We can't continue with this. Stop the discrimination. Stop engaging in avoidance behavior towards them. Stop using all sorts of names. Only in Nigeria you will hear Okponu Didiri, stuff like that. It's not fair. What if you are in the person's shoe and somebody addresses you in such manners? How will you feel? Think about these ones. And I just keep asking myself, the question I just want to ask everyone on this media is, what exactly are you using social media platform for? Is it a medium to transfer your aggression to people? On people? No, it's not fair. A way of bringing people down? Or a way of bringing people's value down? Are you trying to acquire, high esteem through a way of bringing people down or something? No. Just think about these ones. Think about these ones. If you are impacting people's life negatively or positively through social media forum, and focuses on just one question. On just one question. If I am the person that is being addressed in such manner, you know, with the things you dish out on social media, on the comment section, will I really? Ademola Sonny Adenola, thanks for joining. This is Nigeria Stop Mental Illness Foundation. I advocate for mental illness sufferers and the disabled ones, and you know, we're just trying to encourage them, trying to make them feel among, trying to let them feel like just the same way you and I feel, you know. So thanks for joining the media. And we've been talking about inappropriate approaches, you know, and actions towards disabled people, which I personally think is unfair. It's unfair. It's not just, it's human. Only in Nigeria you see people, you know, just trying to condemn people. It's not the best thing. It's not just fair. You really do not want to feel what these disabled people are feeling. They feel out of place already, unable to act like you and I. Feeling of being excluded from the society, inability to partake in all activities like every other person, and yet someone will go to the media or meet them on the way and begin to dish out all sorts of words, look down on them. Some people do not even want to accept them. A lot of people in Nigeria don't even want to talk about disability or you know, mental illness. They even call them mad people. You know, they call them weary and run away. They don't need to, you know, they don't need to be neglected. They need air. They need you and I. Let's just stand up for them. We can't continue. Sam Babs, ¿cómo estáis? ¿Cómo estás la familia? Qué buenos que está aquí hoy. Me alegro de verdad. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. How is the family? So today, I want to thank you. You are among those people encouraging me, and all those people that have been sending messages to me, sending me mails that I should come back to the media. Honestly, it's been very cold here in the UK, and I've not been able, you know, as a mother and a student, it's not been so easy. But I've received several messages that have to come around, and, you know, I have no choice. I have to do this. And especially the fact that in present days, I've read a lot of articles, I've listened to news, and talking about how disabled people has been advised, the kind of word, the kind of comment that has been dished out on social media to harass them, to make them feel inferior, to disvalue them, and as well as bringing their low esteem and personality dragging them to mud, which I think is inappropriate. That Nigerians need to gain critical thinking, critical knowledge of what disability is. We need to be close to them. We need to treat them like every other person. We need to encourage them to live. We don't want to be murderers. We want to be, you know, we want to be saviors. We want to impact people's life positively and not negatively. We don't want to go to we don't want to use social media as a way of, you know, dishing out our aggression, transferring aggression on people. We want to use it to impact people's life, because I've heard it, even especially that our younger ones that are disabled, most of them, they ended up ending their whole life. Why? Don't you think you are a murderer? Dishing out a word that could make somebody take his or her own life? Oh my goodness, this is not just fair. It's not fair. Put yourself in the situation, and honestly, just think if the person is your own sister and your brother. Nobody wants to lose anyone, and I pray we never lose any of our loved ones. Nobody wants to. I've lost two of my sisters. I know how it is. You know, though I didn't lose them to, you know, to suicide, but I've lost them, and I know how it is. Then I'm just thinking of all those parents that their children just keep committing suicide because of, you know, things they read on social media, people speaking against them, people discriminating, people harassing them, people calling them all sorts of names, which I personally believe is even common in Nigeria. It's very, very common in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria you see somebody, because, you know, let me tell you, like I watch a video. I watch a video on YouTube, and I saw a woman, you know, trying to like call a blind man all sort of names. I was like, oh my god. Honestly, I did not really know what really transpired between them both. But the only thing I saw was that, you know, somebody trying to like kill somebody psychologically, morally, and kill the person physically, completely, even though the person is physically disabled. It's not proper, Nigerians. Let's change our orientation. Let's have a rethink before you treat. At least let's show some kind of humanity to people. At least before you do things, before you treat people, before you utter any kind of words to people, just put yourself in that kind of situation that if someone said this to me, how will I feel? We need to have a rethink, honestly. Somebody that cannot even do things that has been excluded from the, from the society already. And it will be the worst thing. Dragging the person's personality to mud. Saying all sorts of things about the person, it's not just the best. Nigerians, we need to learn good manners of approach, of dealing with people, especially people with disability. They need us. They already know they are disabled. They don't need anyone to tell them. They already know. So why do we have to do that to them? No. It's not just fair. It's not just fair. Just let us treat people the way we want to be treated. Especially on social media forums. People hide on that social media. They hide under that. It's more, I call social media a masquerade. People cover themselves up with different names that are not even theirs, and just use that forum to bring people down. Oh my goodness, it's not just fair. They don't need apology for what they can't even control. And treating them well shows, it shows the high level of your own integrity. Believe me, the way you treat people, it shows your own integrity and moral test. Don't judge them when you don't even know their story or inner feelings about their present condition. So why do you have to judge them? For crying out loud, why do you have to bring them down? If you have any aggression you are facing, like if you yourself, if you are depressed, and you don't even know where to bust out, you don't know what to use for your coping strategies, and you just feel like talking, there is this coping strategies of talking as well, that you can take your bottle and just dish the words inside the bottle, or perhaps just take a pen and dish out the aggression somewhere in a pen, in a book, not on social media, to bring people down, especially the disabled ones, those ones suffering from mental illness. I mean, it's not just fair. Those two videos I saw last week prompted me to want to discuss this. And when I even saw this on the news, I was like, oh my God, I wish I have the privilege, just to talk to the government, to UK government, and tell them, yes. They need a regulated legislation that will just inflict suffering on those people doing that. It's not fair. Honestly, it's not just fair. It's not fair. It's just it's an attitude of bringing people's self-esteem and self-confidence down, which is not fair. And it gives true definition of who you truly are. If you are doing that to people, it shows who you truly are. And this can never strengthen you, believe me. If you are among those doing this, dishing all kind of ways to drag people's personality on mud, to drag it into mud on social media platform, if you are part of them, it will not strengthen you, believe me. It will never strengthen, it will rather destroy you and your future. It is not a cause. That's one thing I've come to learn. I've learned this through my mom. My mom will always tell you, your positive heart, you will always meet it on the front. Though sometimes you might be positive to some people and they treat you anyway, it doesn't matter, just continue to be good. But what is not even fair is just, causing people on social media, especially those disabled ones. Let's help them. A lot of people in Nigeria, a lot of mothers, they are even very scared to even show their children. They can't even show them. They are so scared. Why? Why can't you show them? They are gifts, they are precious gifts. There is ability in disability. Even you need to advocate for them. You need to stand for them. You need to defend them. Please, think about these Nigerians. Think about this. And these people are like butterfly. They need you and I as their wings to fly. Believe me, they need you and I as their wings to fly. They don't need to be condemned. You don't have to bring them down. You're damaging their souls. Please, let's stop this. Please, 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 please. And you, believe me, you can't even undo half of what they are facing. You need to see these people. I work with them, and honestly, you can't even myself, I used to look at them as very strong people. They have very strong people. What they are facing, you know, what they can even accept, their level of resilience is even higher than someone like me, like you and hires that have, you know, that don't even have physical or mental disability. Believe me, those people, they are so resilient. Do not stop addressing them with their disability. You and I, both of us are their strengths. We need to help them build confidence. We need to encourage them to keep moving on with their condition. We don't want to kill them with our mouth, with our comments. All those words, those condemnation words, they are killing them gradually. Please, please, we don't want to be murderers. We want to be savior. Eh? Honestly, a lot of people can't even imagine how many people they have murdered just through social media platform. Believe me. If you don't want to comment, it's better just leave the comment section. Watch and go. Rather than killing people with our mouths, our comments. Please. Let's change the world and stop turning it around. Let's be part of the boat that is going to change this world. We don't want to be part of those that will turn it around, you know. We just need to help people. We don't want to bring people down. We need to help them. Please, please, we need to help them. Please, because people with unconstructive mind, they can never build a positive future. Believe me. Let the change start from you and I. Make difference and stop creating difficulty in human's life. Through any form of medias. Through verbal or other communication. It's just a reflection of who you truly are. Hey? And what you are and what is passing through your inner mind. That's just my personal view of life. Let's just stop bullying against disability. Believe me, disability is not contagious. Mental illness, you can't touch someone and be infected with mental illness. It's just a problem caused by, you know, it could be biological, genetics, and it could be life events sometimes. Anything could lead to, and it could be in the blood. Some people from family lineage. You know, it's not something that can affect you. So let's just treat them with love. Let's stop avoiding them. I mean, it's not just fair. Let's give them high quality treatment. They need it. They need it to recover gradually. Believe me. They are struggling. They are struggling. You don't want to see these people. You don't want to be there. Honestly, you don't want to be in their situation. They are struggling. Let's show them understanding, empathy. Be a good listener and accommodate them instead of avoiding and deteriorating their condition on through social media or through our verbal communications. You know, it's not proper. I mean, it's not just fair. Let's stop this abuse. Please, Nigerians, we need to modify our way of life and adopt a better way of treating everyone's need as vital. You know, just as you believe your own need is much more important to you, just take everyone's need like that as well. Then we'll have the mindset of treating people good. Believe me, let's be sensitive towards the handicapped. When you meet them on the way and they need assistance, please let's just assist them. This, honestly, assisting them alone can rehabilitate them, and this can even, you know, reconstruct the mainstream of our society. Believe me, Nigerians, they need help, not condemnation, not harassment, not victimization. We need to in Nigeria, even the body language alone is something you don't want to see. They will even show you through their body language alone when you are with them that, Tanya, who the hell are you? You, this disabled person. Not to talk of then when they now bring out the verbal language. Ah, that one is even worse.